Okay, hey everyone. I believe we're live. Let me know if you can hear me. If you can just write an yes in the chat below. There's a chat below. You can sign up with Facebook or Twitter. And let me know if you can hear me. Let me check something, and we're gonna get started in a few seconds. Again, very important to sign up on the chat below if you want to ask any questions during the webinar. You can only do that by signing up to the chat. We're gonna wait probably 1 or 2 more minutes. It's not very important because the webinar will be recorded as well. So anyone who cannot be live from the beginning, they can watch it later, as we have people from all over the world, and it's pretty hard to find a time that fits everyone. But I'm very excited today to talk about email marketing, like how to create, get leads and build your email list. It's probably one of my favorite topics. And I'm gonna share with you tips, strategies, and tools that I've used over the last year and more, but mostly over the last year, that have worked for me. I will share with you what I have learned and what you can do to build your list, and with that comes more and more potential customers. If it's either for your coaching business or for your services, or even for products like ebooks, courses, and even physical products. So we're gonna start. I will screen share the presentation with you so that you can follow on the screen and just listen to me while I talk. This is me. My name is Mihai Herman. I'm a business coach, and today I will guide you through tips and strategies on building your email list. Let's start. I hope you can see the presentation. There is a slight delay in the webinar in Google Hangouts, what I'm using right now. And because of that, it depends on where in the world you are, but because you can experience anywhere between 0 and 1 or 2 minutes delay. Hopefully, starting next year, we're gonna use Zoom. I will try Zoom, and as far as I heard, it's more reliable and it works much better. But until then, we have Google Hangouts, which thank God is free and works very good. So today we're gonna talk about how to go from 0 to 3,000 email subscribers in 1 year. That's what I've accomplished in the past year. In September 2014, I've decided to do blogging and this online business full-time. It was right after I graduated power engineering at the university, and my parents kind of went crazy. But everything worked out well. We had me and my girlfriend, as we're in this together. She's a health coach as well. We had our ups and downs. We had some tough times and months we couldn't pay our rent, but for more than 9 months now, we live off the money we make online from our businesses, which is great. And we've recently opened our second business here in Romania, where we live. So I'm gonna talk from my own experience and I'm going to share with you what has worked for me. As I've told you, my name is Mihai Herman. I'm a business coach, but my coaching program, it's for 6 months, and it's focused on helping meaningful businesses succeed online. I want to help businesses that help other people be happier, healthier, more successful, or businesses that inspire through their values. Okay, and that especially I want to help coaches, because I know a lot of you finish a coaching program and you don't know how to go online and take advantage of everything you can do to get started and get clients. I have 5 years experience online. I started in 2010 with a blog, with a fashion blog created for my girlfriend, and that was the moment I realized, wow, I really like this. I really dig this. And since then, I owned 7 small online businesses and tested probably over 20 other ideas. Right now, I own 4 websites that generate over 100,000 pages per month. I have a fashion and lifestyle blog for women, my self-improvement blog, where I write about self-improvement and kind of my journey, my entrepreneurship journey, MihaiHerman.com, which is for my coaching business, and my girlfriend's website about her health coaching business. And recently, I got accepted as a Huffington Post publisher, which is a very big step forward for me. And you're gonna also find me on Huffington Post starting January 2016. Enough bragging. Today, we're gonna talk about how to find the best bribe for a target audience. There were times when you could just post like have this widget area in your sidebar and say, hey, sign up for email updates. But that does not convert anymore, or the conversion rate is very low. That's why you have to find freebies to actually bribe your target audience, your visitors. I will also share what are the best tools to collect email subscribers, the tools that I've used and tested in the past year, ways to capture email subscribers on your website, 3 out-of-the-box ways to grow your email list. These are on top of the other ways to capture email subscribers. They're easy, but they are a bit more, let's say, creative. And we're also going to talk about A/B testing, which is not mandatory, is a big word, but it might be mandatory, like to invest in a tool that has A/B testing if you're really serious about building your list. So the first section is finding the perfect bribe. As I said, bribe stands for freebie. A freebie can be an ebook, can be a checklist, can be a bundle of a few of your ebooks or checklists or upgrades. It can be an email course. So you don't have to develop this ebook. You can just have the 7-day email course. I have one on my self-improvement blog, mail-extravaganza.com, and it converts very well. Or you can have 30 days email course. We have one of those for my girlfriend's health coaching business, 28 days to loving yourself. And each day, those that sign up get a tip on how they can improve their self-love and actually improve their own life. And it's completely free, but it adds so much value to people that subscribe, and eventually you can transform them in clients. So picture this: you've invested more than 100 hours into creating the perfect freebie, but no one wants to download it. It's like the worst nightmare ever, right? How do you make sure that people want your freebie? Is there like a tool that tells you that, or a website that says, hey, for this industry, this freebie is the best, or anything like that? It kind of is. What you can do is, first, don't create a freebie before you study the competition. Make a list of other websites in your industry, study them, see what they are offering to their audience to raise their chances of catching more email subscribers. And for competitors, I like to see them as the big players in your industry, not just someone that's starting out as you, because they might be just figuring things out like yourself. But go for the big players. Go for those coaches, those bloggers, those websites that are established, that are for a few years in the industry, that got a lot of social followers, that have a lot of email subscribers. What works for them will work for you as well. The second thing is to sign up for their freebie. This is very important because it will give you a better idea of how good their freebie is. So what you sign up for their freebie and you take notes, okay? Take a look at the design, take a look at the length, the value it adds to those people and to yourself. Take a look at the thank you page, at the landing page where you got to download that freebie. Look at the follow-up emails and see how they are introducing any of their paid products, and after how long. Are they trying to make a sale after 7 days, 14 days, a month? How long does it take for them to pitch you a sale? It's very important because you get to see how your industry works, and you can just copy that. After you study the competition, you've studied a few websites. You can just go and study one website. Study a few websites, take notes, make a list of all the freebies you found on their website, and see which one would you like to create. Because you are definitely more inclined into one particular topic, and you need to find that topic and create a freebie that you would love to write, that you would love to create. That way you are guaranteed to put more thought into it. After you did your research, you have a few ideas of of what you can create as a freebie. You most probably have this title in mind, but how good is your title? Is it catchy? Do people really understand what they will get just by reading the title? This is a very important, even if it doesn't seem like, but it's very important, because I've experienced this issue on our fashion and lifestyle blog, because we recently launched a free video course on estilo-tendencies.com. The video course is full of value. very professional. The landing pages have a great design. The pop-ups are great, but only one person signed up per day. And that's, I mean, for our other freebies, we had an average of around 6-7 signups per day. And for this one, only one person per day on average. The big problem was the title, because the title was How to Build a Capsule Wardrobe for Women, which is exactly, it's catchy, and it tells the visitor exactly what they will get out of that video course. But the problem was that the visitors didn't know what a capsule wardrobe was. So we realized that first we needed to educate, like to teach those visitors what exactly they will get if they sign up for the video course. Because capsule wardrobe, it was this term that only a few people heard about, and it was not sharing the benefits. What we did, we switched the title to 4 seasons, period, 1 wardrobe. Another one, want to save time and money? Build yourself a capsule wardrobe. And the third one, create a wardrobe that will last a lifetime. With these titles, we managed to add an average of 9 subscribers per day. And we even had days with 16 new subscribers, just for this one freebie. And it seems like a very simple thing, like it's the title. But it can be so important if you don't share like a benefit in your title, or if people don't understand some of the terms or the words that appear in your title. That's why it's very important to rethink it and see, is it catchy? And do people really understand what they will get just by reading my title? And here comes the A/B testing that I'm going to talk about, because through A/B testing, we managed to test all these new titles for the freebie and for the pop-ups and for the different ways in which we promoted it. And we managed to see which one performed better. There is so much more I could talk about here, but I won't be able to cover everything else. In short, just make sure that you create valuable material. That's like very, very important. A well-designed landing page to catch those subscribers, and your title should give away one benefit people will have after going through your course, your ebook, your email course, or whatever you're giving away. Cool. The second part of this webinar is the tools. There are so many tools out there right now, free and paid tools. Free ones are great, but with free tools, you don't get like the best experience ever. I mean, if you're really serious about building your list in 2016, I recommend you invest in a paid plugin. I'm gonna share I have 4 tools that I've used in the past year. 2 of them have this free version, but they also have the pro version with A/B testing and all kinds of other crazy features. The first one is SumoMe. It's free, but you only have like some features, and then if you pay $40 per month, you get access to all their features. They have 4 different ways to capture emails on your website. They have the welcome mat, which I'm going to show you an example in the third section. The pop-up, the scroll box, and top bar. You're going to see examples for all of this in the next session. It's very easy to use. They have some beautiful templates and cool triggers. It integrates with all major email marketing services like ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, Aweber, Infusionsoft, and all the other great ones. And of course, it has A/B testing with the Pro version. This is the tool I've used for probably for the last 4 or 5 months. And it kind of worked wonders because I had the A/B testing tool, and I managed to double, even triple the conversion rate through this feature. It's very cool. SumoMe stands for they have more tools than just tools to capture emails. They have sharing tools, floating bar, image sharing tools like some heat feature to see where people clicked on your website, how much they read your article, like what's the percentage, and a lot of other tools. Opt-in Monster. Opt-in Monster, when I purchased it in March, I believe March or April, it was like, I believe $200 lifetime license for all websites, for all the websites that you own. A few months ago, they switched to, they have 3 plans for $9, $19, and $29 per month. It integrates with all major email services as well. It's very easy to use, but when I've used it, I've encountered a lot of bugs, which I didn't like. A lot of people have great reviews of this plugin, but for me, it was not converting as good as I hoped, and it was not converting as good as SumoMe, for example. So I asked for a refund in the first 30 days. You can do that. You can do that, I believe, with all tools that I mentioned, and not with SumoMe. With SumoMe, you have 14 days free trial of the Pro version, which is great, and you get to see how it works and if you really like it or if you really have results. Which 14 days, it's a short period to see any results or to get to any conclusions, but still, it's something to play with. Again, you have the pop-up, the scroll box, the top bar. You can add an opt-in form in your sidebar, in your widget area, and you can also add an opt-in, which I forgot to mention here, at the end of the article. They give you like this short code, and you can insert it at the end of the article, which comes in handy for people that read the entire article and they are more likely to subscribe. The templates are not, at least when I used it, are not very well designed. They are more simple templates, and it comes with A/B testing with the Pro version as well. Thrive Leads. This one is my new favorite. I've tested it first in April, but it did not integrate with MailChimp. I was using MailChimp at that time. Since then, I switched to ActiveCampaign, which I love more. It did not integrate with MailChimp the way I needed it, because I had some crazy lists and groups and subgroups and all that stuff, and I had to ask for a refund. Because SumoMe, if you ask me, it's too expensive, $40 per month for just one website, and for every extra website you pay another $10 per month, and I have 4 websites, so that would be $70 per month for me, and it's not worth it. I found Thrive Leads, which is $67 for one website lifetime license. Or if you pay $97, you have lifetime license for all your websites that you own. Not to place it on other people's websites if you're an agency, but for all the websites that you own, which is an amazing deal. I calculated and I saw that through this change for 2016, I've already saved more than $1,000 just by purchasing this tool. And to be honest with you, even though it's cheaper than SumoMe or OptinMonster, it has more features and they have this super easy to use editor. It integrates with all major email marketing services, and I've probably only used like 30% of all the features they have. But I've only purchased it about 2 or 3 weeks ago. But I am really, really impressed by the great work they've done with this plugin. They have beautiful templates. They have scroll mat, the welcome mat, the scroll boxes, light boxes, like they call them. It's actually a pop-up. You have sidebar, you have a top bar, you have shortcodes at the end, at the beginning, in the middle of the article, wherever you want to place it. They have which I believe to be the most powerful A/B testing tool on the market. And you can test designs, you can test different forms, you can test headings, you can test triggers, you can test all kinds of stuff. And it converts really well. I've used it for the last 2 weeks, and the conversion rate is, I've kind of tried to recreate like similar light boxes and pop-ups as with SumoMe that I've used before, and it converts the same, if not better, for the pop-ups, for example, which I believe it's a great deal. I will send you an email after this webinar with all the tools, so you don't have to write them down and all that stuff. I will send you an email with all the tools, so you can have them and purchase them if you really want to. The fourth tool I want to talk about is HelloBar. It's free. I've only used the free version for now, and they have plans that start at $15 per month. Again, it integrates with all major email marketing services. It's very easy to use. The templates are simple, probably simpler than OptinMonster, but they convert really good. It started as just a top bar. They only had this top bar at the beginning, and then they also offer, I believe in the last year, they added the pop-up, the scroll box, and another cool feature for social media. Like, instead of asking people to subscribe to your newsletter, in the top bar, you can ask people to like your page on Facebook or follow you on Twitter and Pinterest, which can be really, really great. They also have like a cool feature that kind of takes over the entire screen. It's also a pop-up, but it's a pop-up that takes over the entire screen. And it works really well, but can be very annoying, and people tend to not give their real email. That's what I've discovered with our fashion blog, because we've used this. We had days with 20 or 30 email subscribers, but a lot of people gave fake emails. That's why if I use this, I only use it with double opt-in. Double opt-in, it's that feature where people have to confirm their email address after they subscribe in order to get access to the freebie or to the email course and all the other stuff. Okay. I realized that I forgot to mention that I've recently launched my website because it was not live. I've only started doing these webinars and I finally launched it. You can take a look at mihaiherman.com. Look for bugs and let me know. And I've also I have a page with my new coaching program, which is for 6 months, in which I promise we meet every 2 weeks, and my promise is that we'll work on doubling your email list, have one guest post, have a freebie, and get article ideas for the entire year, among a lot of other stuff. There's a discount. You can save $400 if you sign up during the webinar. You only have 26 minutes left. The button, it opens up in a new tab, and it will take you to the page where I talk more about the program and what you will get, what we can work on, my expertise, and all the other stuff. And there you can schedule an interview and see if I can help you out, and see if we can work together. And only after that you make the payment. So you don't have anything to lose. You can just secure this price. Sign up. Let's have a 30-minute talk and see if I can help you out. Cool. Another tip that I want to share that I've recently discovered. Recently means about 2 hours ago. I've installed Thrive Leads, but I had a lot of people signing up, and I used the double opt-in, and people did not confirm. And I was like, what is happening? What was happening was that people gave their email address and they were not redirected to a thank you page. All my thank you pages, they tell you to confirm your email address if you want to get access to the freebie. But with Thrive Leads, I've only set it up to reload the particular page they were on. I thought it would make it easy for the visitor. But no one was confirming their email address. So make sure, if you have the double opt-in activated, make sure you also feature a thank you page in which you tell people what they need to do in order to get access to their freebie. I'm going to drink some more water. If you have any questions up until now, let me know in the comments below. See if I can answer them. Just challenge me. If not, I will do some research and get back to you with an email. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about the different ways in which you can capture emails. One more thing I want to tell you about the tools. All the tools that I've talked about are plugins for WordPress. SumoMe and I believe HelloBar work with any website, but Thrive Leads, it's a plugin designed for WordPress. I cannot guarantee the plugins will work on all the platforms out there. My recommendation is WordPress. If you've started out on Life Edit as some of the health coaches, I truly recommend you switch to WordPress as soon as possible until you don't have too much content and it makes it harder to move. WordPress is much more reliable. It has a lot of themes and templates and plugins, and it's much easier to use. I also have a webinar, if you just visit my homepage, in which I give you all the tools and strategies to build a WordPress website yourself. It's a 1 hour long webinar, and after that you get a PDF with some tools that you can use. And I also feature an action plan. And I believe you can launch your website in 30 days if you follow that action plan. But if you don't want to do it yourself, I've recently partnered up with a company to also offer WordPress websites for those that are interested. The websites come with all the plugins that I recommend already installed. It's optimized, it's on-page optimized for search engines, and they are mobile optimized. They're built on WordPress, and they are very easy and easy to use, and they have this beautiful design. For price, please contact me, because it really depends on your needs, on how complicated you want it to be. But to give you an idea, it's at least 50% cheaper than what you would get, for example, in US, and the value is the same, if not better. Let's move on. Okay, different ways to capture emails. Some people still think that if they place an opt-in box in the sidebar of their website, people will see it and they will be automatically drawn to it and subscribe because it's so good and easy to use. That is so wrong, unfortunately. People are so busy these days that they don't look for things in the sidebar. They just visit your website, get information, and leave. That's why you need to capture their attention through pop-ups, through offers, through scroll boxes, and other ways you can think of to capture their attention and have them subscribe to your email newsletter. If you only place a freebie in the sidebar, your chances of being seen are around between 10 and 20%, out of which only a very small percent will be actually interested in your particular offer. You need to place them in key areas on your website and to also be annoying at times. You cannot please everyone, and not everyone is your ideal client. That's why you need to be annoying. Annoy some people, they will leave, that's fine. But a lot of other people will subscribe and will give you their email address in order to hear from you. So, what are some of the key areas on your website where you can install forms that kind of guarantee to convert? The first one is the good old pop-up. Let me drink some more water. My mouth gets so dry when I talk a lot. So we have the pop-up. This is a screenshot from our fashion blog. And this pop-up converts great. And it was created through the Thrive Leads plugin that I've told you about. The pop-up is probably the easiest and most common way of capturing emails after the classy form in the sidebar. Can be very annoying at times, especially if you have it load on page load, like exactly after the page is loaded, to have the pop-up loaded as well. But I recommend investing in a plugin that offers A/B testing, like Thrive that I'm using, and that lets you select different triggers. Like with Thrive, you can select to show this pop-up after as many seconds as you like on exit intent, which is like when your mouse tries to close the tab, it triggers a pop-up with an offer. You can trigger it after they read a certain percentage of the page, and a lot of other ways, which can be really powerful. I also recommend you test to ask for name and email, and to only ask for email. I am performing a test right now. Unfortunately, it's been only for a few hours live, so I cannot tell you the results. But I've seen people double their conversion rate by only asking for people's email address. The second one is the scroll mat or welcome mat. SumoMe calls it welcome mat. Thrive Leads calls it scroll mat. It's very powerful because at the moment it's probably the highest converting way of capturing emails. What it does, it is when a visitor reaches your website, any page on your website, you can exclude some, that's true, but let's say you have it installed on all pages on your website. So a visitor reaches an article through Google, through Facebook, through Twitter, it doesn't matter, reaches an article, they will see a screen at the top of your website. So right at the top, on top of your menu, on your logo, it will be another screen that it's exactly the size of their screen, and it will feature an offer like this one below. It's very, very good. And again, I'm now testing to see email versus name and email. And in terms of A/B testing, I've tested a lot of these, and to see which image converts better, which headline, which text, and even which button converts better. The third one is the scroll box. The scroll box, it works as a trigger when people reach either the end of your article or they read 30% of the article. This scroll box slides from either from the left-hand side or from the right-hand side of the screen, and gives you a freebie, gives you an offer to subscribe to the newsletter. It works very well, but it's very important to test things. That's why the A/B testing is so important. What I saw is that for our fashion blog, we've tested to trigger it at 70% and at 30%. And you wouldn't believe it, but the one that triggered at 30% converted five times better than the one that triggered at 70%. This might not be true in all industries or with any offer, but I'm trying to emphasize the importance of having the A/B testing feature. The top bar. The one you see is the top bar up. The one in orange is the hello bar. You can either send people to a page, like they have this button there, or you can even have a form where people can submit their name and email address and subscribe automatically without sending them to any other page. It can convert very well, but the problem is that people got so used to it that they don't really see it anymore. Try placing it at the bottom of the screen instead of the top. It might catch people's eyes much easier. And also try testing if it works better to appear after a few seconds and not be there from the beginning. Again, the moving and its appearance there, it can catch the visitor's attention as well. We have the classic sidebar widget, which you can either have like a simple form or create some more interesting forms, well-designed forms in ThriveLeads or OptinMonster. These two offer this feature. It's pretty simple. It does not convert that well anymore, but it's great to have it as part of your strategy. It's not annoying, and at the same time, some people are used to search for the opt-in form in the sidebar. So that's why it's very important, if they missed the pop-up or if they were so annoyed that they closed it before they saw the offer, if they read your article and they want to subscribe, they know where to find the opt-in form. And we have the one at the end of the article. I see we have a question by Held by Storm. Email marketing service. I recommend ActiveCampaign. I've used MailChimp for 4 years and a half probably. I love their company value so much that I've sent them an email when I left, and I said, hey, I'm sorry, but I need to leave. Your features are great, but I found other software that does much more than you do. And ActiveCampaign, it's at the same price as MailChimp. If you're just starting out, for up to 500 subscribers, you can purchase it for only $9, which is $1 less than MailChimp, which as far as I remember is $10 per month. You have this very cool automation feature. It's like drag and drop. You have this cool algorithmic view, and I truly recommend it. Let's see, picking a date to start sending out automated. It doesn't have. And sign up form didn't integrate with my WordPress site. I don't recommend you use the sign up form from MailChimp or from ActiveCampaign. They are usually very simple, and that's why you have all these other plugins that I've mentioned, like ThriveLeads, SumoMe, HelloBar, OptinMonster, PPT pop-ups or something like that, and a lot of other plugins that integrate through API with ActiveCampaign, with MailChimp, and all the other email marketing services. And you can create pop-ups, and when people subscribe, they will get email. That email will be sent automatically to MailChimp or ActiveCampaign, and they will be sent the freebie automatically via email. And with OptinMonster and ThriveLeads, you can create forms that you can place in your sidebar as well. So I would say try ActiveCampaign. I will send an email. I will mention it in my email after this webinar. And invest, if you're using WordPress, that's amazing. And I would recommend to invest in Tribeleads. If you don't like it, I believe they still have the 30-day guarantee, and you can take your money. Integrate it with ActiveCampaign, Tribeleads, and you have this powerful automation system in place. Let me know if I answered your question, and if you have any other questions, just let me know. So we have the end of the article form, which can be very powerful, because when those people that finish reading your article, they are truly interested in your content, and they are very likely to subscribe at this point. If the pop-up annoyed them, they closed it, and they cannot find, they don't have any other option when they finish the article to subscribe. So this shortcode, this form at the end comes in handy and can have a very high converting rate. If you have any questions about the different forms, let me know, and I'm happy to give you more details. Let's move on to A/B testing, because we've been online for almost 1 hour now. I don't want to keep you longer. So A/B testing. I recommend you A/B test everything, but don't try to make it perfect, as I've did so many times. I recommend you test the images, the headlines, the forms. See email versus email plus name, the triggers or percentage, the text of the button, and see what works for your industry. We've tested until we reached this particular scroll mat. I've tested, I believe, 15 different scroll mats until I've reached this one, which was converting at the highest. Okay, so it's very important to test, to let your creative juices flow, and put out there any idea. What might seem for you as stupid might convert very well. If you don't test, you might think that your product is not good enough. Because as we've experienced with our free video course, if we didn't have the A/B testing feature, we could have thought that, oh well, our product, no one wants our product. But after testing a few pop-ups, a few different forms and headlines and images, we realized that a lot of people want our product. And we've managed to add about, I believe, 200 email subscribers in 1 month just for that particular pop-up freebie. So if you're not testing, you can think that your product is not. You can actually put the blame on the wrong thing. I told you already what happens if you don't test, but give yourself time, especially if you are only starting out and you get little traffic. Give yourself time to test these things. For our fashion blog, it was very easy because we get around 60,000 visitors per month, and we could test, like, we only had to test things a couple of days. But with you, if you only get like 1,000 visitors per month or 5,000 visitors per month, you have to test this headlines or images or pop-ups probably a few weeks, and then you can take a conclusion. Okay, I believe that's it for A/B testing. It's a very powerful feature, and I again, I probably said it a few times, but I truly encourage you to invest in a plugin that offers this feature. And if you want something cheap but amazing, go with Tribleeds. Okay, let's talk about out-of-the-box ways to capture email subscribers. There are some ways that are not very popular, but at the same time can convert very well. One of them is your email signature. Like I show you in the picture below, this is my signature for Mihai Herman, mihai@mihaiherman.com. It's my name, it's what I do. I'm a business coach at my website. It's a clickable link. Then I have my email, and then the Twitter. For my industry, Twitter performs the best. You need to study the competition and see what social network works best for your particular industry. So if I would show you the signature for when I send emails for the fashion blog for women, I have Pinterest, because that's the highest converting social network for fashion and beauty and lifestyle. And you want to also place a link to one of your freebies. Besides sending people to your homepage, sending people to your social network, also place a link to your freebie. And you can do it the smart way. I saw it at Noah Kagan. This PS, do you want your articles to be shared? Learn the secrets by joining my latest webinar. And the link sends you to my previous webinar. When I have another webinar, I just need to change that PS at the end and change the link. And it can convert. It can actually add subscribers without you doing anything. The second one is the direct message on Twitter. Oh, it's a bit pixelated. You probably don't see it. But just to give you an idea, what if you can send a direct message to each one of your followers, your new followers on Twitter, and say, hey, thanks for following, you rock, as I said here for Mail Extravaganza, and join our email course on how you can become a better gentleman in 7 days. Place the link and tell them that it's free. And you can see it's via Crowdfire. Crowdfire, if you go to crowdfireapp.com, is a tool that you can use to automatically send a message to each new each new follower that you get on Twitter. It's free. So if you go to crowdfireapp.com, under automation section, write your message, hit save, and that's it. I recommend you use Bitly to make your emails look nice, your links look nicer. And just to give you an idea, this little trick accounts for about 15% of all email subscribers I get on mailextravaganza.com. It's very easy to use. It probably will take you 5 minutes to set up. You can log in with Twitter, and that's it. And it can bring you emails on automatic. And the third one I want to talk about is Instagram. I know you cannot place clickable links in an Instagram post, but you have a clickable link in the bio section. Okay, so with every picture that you share, you can inform people about your free email course, your free PDF, or whatever you are selling. As I did here, I said, become a better man through our free email course. And I told them, link in the bio section. And people just need to go to my bio section, which looks like this, and they can click that particular link. What you can also do, instead of saying link in the bio section, you can just type that link to make it look nice and easy to type for people through Bitly, and people can just type in a new tab in Chrome or whatever they're using, bit.ly/gent-course, and they will be automatically redirected to that specific course. It works very well. It has a very high conversion rate. Out of the people that reach that page, about 20% subscribe, which is very high. If we look at the same stats for pop-ups, if you get a conversion rate of 2%, that's wow. This was like to give you an idea of how it works. Now it's time for questions. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes, and because I know some of you experienced some delay, I'm gonna drink some of my tea until then. I'm happy I managed to help you out. If you have any other questions, just email me. If you have questions, write in the chat below, and I'm happy to answer anything for you. Until then, until some of you catch up with the screening, I will talk a bit about my coaching program. Again, as I told you, it's for 6 months. We're gonna meet every 2 weeks. You have unlimited support from me. You have a bonus session on goal setting, and I'm gonna walk you through everything from writing the perfect article, researching, keyword research. I promise you're gonna have article ideas for an entire year of blogging. We're gonna do a keyword research and also find article ideas from big players in your industry. We're gonna work on hosting webinars. We can create videos, build relationships with other bloggers, get published on other big publications, on like Huffington Post. I can help you out with that as well. I managed to do it for myself, and I'm pretty sure I can help you get published. I can share a lot of tips on building your email list, on creating systems that will allow you to run your business from anywhere, and systems that will allow you to kind of get cash at the push of a button and get more leads and potential clients. I can help you launch courses, create freebies, and a lot of other stuff. Part of my promise is that while we work together, you will double your email list. That's guaranteed. You will have a high converting freebie on your website. You will publish one guest post on other bloggers' website or on a publication, and you will have article ideas for an entire year of blogging. If you want to get started, you still have, I mean, it says 0, but until I will leave it 15 more minutes. If you want to save $400 on my 6-month coaching program. I also offer payment plans. I know it can be a lot of money to pay everything in advance. So I offer payment plans. You can pay me every month, and I believe that would work very well for some people. Let's see what held by storm. Where to find leads. If you just started your health coaching business and you're not getting a lot of email subscribers, you have this new offer, and I'm pretty sure it's very hard to get email subscribers. What you can do, you did very great with Facebook groups. You can go and search for some forums, be a part of those forums and pitch people. And if you're really serious about it, you can set up some Facebook ads. But it depends on what do you want to get out of that freebie that you have. What exactly are you, it's very important, what exactly are you advertising? Do you advertise your coaching services, or do you advertise a freebie and then tell people about your coaching services? Because it's very hard to get coaching clients, people that did not hear about you in the past. So first, it's very important to build a relationship with those people. By building a relationship, I mean, have them visit your website, see the value that you can provide, download one of your freebies, recommend them other articles that you provide, you shared, and only then try to pitch them one of your services. Okay, that's very good. What you're doing is very good. But in order to get leads for your freebie, you need to get out there. You need to get partnerships with other bloggers, guest post on other bloggers, do a roundup with other bloggers and coaches in your industry, and expose yourself to a new audience. Be active on social media. You cannot, I mean, you can, but it's pretty hard to build a following out of the blue. It will take some time. But if you're active on social media, if you do guest posting, if you provide a lot of value on your own blog, you will eventually get leads. What I recommend, you can start doing webinars as well, and use Facebook ads to get leads for your webinar, and then try to convert those people into one-on-one coaching clients. It can be much easier because people get to know you better. They can hear you, they can see you during the webinar, and you offer them a lot of value. Through an ebook or through an email course, you offer a lot of value as well, but it's not the same. Take your time. It will happen. Do some guest posting. Do some guest posting, because that will open up a lot of new opportunities and possibilities for you in terms of partnerships, and in terms of also publishing for bigger publications as well. I hope I was able to help you out. If you have other questions, let me know. If you have other questions after the webinar finishes, you can always write me an email. You can sign up for the coaching program, and you don't have anything to lose. You can pitch my brain for 30 minutes and get some other ideas, and maybe even work together. I believe I can help you out, especially if you have WordPress, because a lot of the health coaches that just graduated, they work in Life Edit, and it's much harder to take advantage of all the features and plugins that are out there. That being said, if you don't have any other questions, thank you for. I'm happy I could help. Thank you for joining. If you're a health coach, you can join the tribe at healthcoachescommunity.com. I host a webinar every month, so look for an email from me about the webinar in January, probably as the new year now, probably at the middle or end of January. And you will also get an email from me. I know, live edit is not very very nice. You will also get an email from me with the tools and some important things that I've mentioned in this webinar. The recording will be live at this particular URL. Don't want to say forever, but probably for the next few months. So if you want to watch it again, you can always come back. That was it. If you have questions, you can find me at Mihai at mihaiherman.com, or you can visit my website at mihaiherman.com. Thank you.